Well, hi everyone, I'm Urban Girl and welcome to my channel. I'm on the bike, cycled up to one of my usual spots. I've come by the river again. I'm going to do some more foraging for those river leaves and some sediment and anything like that that I can find for my fish tank. That's my other channel. But anyway, that's principally the reason why I've come here today. It's quite balmy, it feels quite warm. There wasn't any rain forecast, but it did rain a wee bit earlier. So I'm also going to set up the half Zeltbahn, the Hungarian one. So I've got a half shelter half with me, and I'm going to set that up anyway, just in case it does rain, and in case it's really windy or anything. No lunch today. I had a really big cooked breakfast, so just got some water and a snack with me. Yeah, I'm going to experiment with a wee tripod setup thing for the half lavu. So, but I do need to forage some wood, some sticks for that, like big branches type thing, poles. You know. Anyway, we'll try that as we get on. So let's get cracking, guys. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Right, there's my blanket. So I put the blanket down there next to the river where I can do the foraging, but there's no wood, there's no sticks down there. These are all like living roots. So I've come back up just onto the kind of main walkway bit next to the river, because there's quite a bit of dead wood over here, and I'm going to see if I can get 3 pieces, but I don't know, because you know, obviously the problem with like deadwood is it can just be punky and then it doesn't work, and I kind of need 3 pieces that are a decent length to try and do the shelter half. If I can't get it done, it doesn't matter, I can still do my foraging. As I can feel wee spits of rain, so I'm kind of hoping it doesn't come to anything at the moment, but we'll see. So apologies for the tub thumping rave music that you can hear in the background. No idea where it's coming from, but sounds like somebody's having fun in the woods, because there's not that many flats within hearing distance to this bit, so I'm assuming it's somebody camping or whatever. Right, let's have a look at this wood. I've just got my wee pocket saw with me. So let's have a look in these piles of wood. Right, they're all fairly big and thick, so none of them any use. Yeah, there's one potential piece here, I think, so let's have a look and see if it's good or punky. Right, cool. So, got a couple of sticks. They're quite big. Two of them are relatively straight. They're probably a bit wider in diameter than I really need. And one of them's a bit more twirly than I would like it to be, twisted. But anyway, I'm going to cut them to a better size. And then I'll see if I can shape it down a bit, and I'll show you what I've brought with me to see if it fits in them to set up the half shelter. So, better get a move on. Just my pocket saw and my knife that I'm using. So let's get this first piece, which is much bigger than I need. But I'll start with the bit that's thinner. So I reckon, actually I think I'll just go to that bit there, which is probably about 4 feet. So I'll saw it, I'll cut it there. Right, so probably a slightly thicker diameter than I'm looking for, but it's definitely a bit thinner at this side, a bit punkier at this side. So just get rid of some of that we don't need. Don't need to go mad with it, I'm not making a walking stick. Right, so that'll do, that's number one. This other bit's definitely too thick and too short. This bit's not exactly as straight as I would like, but it might do. It might do a pinch, so I'm just going to cut off that bit because I don't think I need it. Or do I need it? No, I don't think I need it. Right, there we go. So it's a wee bit too big, that bit, compared to this piece. So I'll maybe cut it. Let's just see. Yeah, I'll just cut underneath that bit. Cut it there. Oh. Right, here we go. I always see, you know, see when you always see, like, you watch all these other YouTuber bushcraft types making shelters and cutting poles and all this, and they always get these really like uniform, straight looking poles, you know. I don't know, maybe it's the hazel or, well, I don't know what it is, but I just don't have access to that kind of uniform wood. All the stuff that I find is all gnarly and bent, and so But anyway, hopefully it'll still work. We'll see. So that's 2. I need 1 more. This last one is really, really twisted. But it does feel quite strong. So I'm gonna cut off this really twisted hook. I quite like that bit for my fish tank. Good. Got my 3 pieces cut to a relatively reasonable uniform height. So let's get the tripod set up and see if the shelter half stands up. I've never done this before, so I don't know if it will work. I mean, yes, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's no rocket science. So I'm assuming anybody that, you know, has a go can manage it. But I'm going to get the tripod cover out and see if these sticks will fit in it, or if they're too wide. Right, I thought I'd give you a look before I try and set them up. I made these myself, so I don't know how strong they'll be. I sewed them on the sewing machine and then I added some eyelets just to kind of give it a bit more firmness where they were joined at the seam, and potentially to also be able to use a guy line from it. Or, you know, paracord for whatever purpose, and obviously you could use it to hang a lamp. So grand designs, I mean grand ambitions for this homemade tripod stand to work. A lot of you may have already seen stuff like this on YouTube. So there's a company, now I forget their name, Rough Timber or something, I forget the name, but anyway, they make the tri-P, and there's another one like a bushcraft pole setup. Theirs is moulded plastic, so it's probably 3D printed, so really, really strong, which is probably great. Oh wow, just saw a fish jumping out there, man, that was great. So yeah, so that's, you know, that's probably really strong. There's another guy, Elliot Bushcraft, who does a lot of custom leather work, and he makes a leather one, really reasonable price. I think it's about 18 quid or something, 20 quid. And again, it looks really well designed, really well made, really solid. So mine is a cheap handmade version, which I've made from a PU, i.e. a polyurethane fake leather. So you can see how I made it. I've just basically made it into that triangle shape by sewing them together, and as I say, I've added the wee eyelets. So the idea obviously is that your tripod pole sits in there like that, and then you just make a wee triangular tripod, put your shelter, your lavu, you know, put your lavu over it, whatever, and then you've got a nice setup with no centre pole. I wasn't sure if it would work for the whole of the Zeltbahn, because the Zeltbahn's not a triangular design, but I'm sure it probably would work. So, but because I was coming on the bike today anyway, I didn't want to bring the whole lavu, and I knew that the weather was going to be good and it's not cold and all that, so I'm just going to try it with one shelter half first of all, just as a proof of concept, to see if my wee homemade Lavu tripod works. Okay, so it took a long time. Anyway, I'll show you what it looks like. It's a total disaster. No, it's not a total disaster. As a proof of concept, I think it would work. Practically speaking, this space I'm in, it doesn't work because I don't have enough room to really properly tension out the lavoo. And I also don't have enough room to put these guys in at the front because I've had to go into the river with that one. and the other thing is even trying to get the guys in, trying to get the tent pegs in, pretty impossible because you just keep hitting rock and or it's dead sandy, so you're not really getting that kind of nice grip like you would with earth. So, but I think as a proof of concept it would definitely work. And yeah, the other thing is about those sticks, because I realised, you see, yeah, the problem is if you don't have straight sticks all the same size, it really makes it really difficult to get it to stand up. So with all that said, I'll show you what it looks like, guys, because what you'll see is there is literally no room inside it whatsoever. But yeah, you don't have an annoying pole in the middle. Is it worth it? I don't know, it took an awful long time. Whereas if I had that centre pole, you know, that lavoo, that Zeltbahn goes up in seconds or minutes. But anyway, here I am sitting down here in the dirt, and it's quite smelly down here next to this bit of the river. But yeah, I'll sit down and show you. Right, I'll give you the grand tour. Here you go. So as you can see, as a proof of concept, I think it works okay, but I really don't feel comfortable that I've got enough room. The sticks are too short, they need to be bigger and longer, and definitely straighter sticks would help. And I didn't have enough room at the back to really peg the poncho out either, which wasn't helpful. So yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like at the moment, guys. There you go, guys. As you can see, not exactly the best designed bipod, because I couldn't use the final stick because it was just too twisted. It just wouldn't work, it wouldn't stay up, it wouldn't slot in properly. So here I have this bipod set up, and yeah, I can barely get in the door actually because of these two sticks. But anyway, I mean, with that said, as a proof of concept, I do think it works really well, and I think I would definitely try it again. Go to another nice bit of the wood where you can really see, you know, that you've got a good flat space. Try and get some really good straight branches, and try it again, because overall I do think, you know, it would work quite well. But as it stands at the moment, it's a bit of a squash and a squeeze, and I don't have any space in it, as you can see, guys. But yeah, anyway, we did try. And as I said, really I was coming down just to give that a wee try, but really I'm here to do a bit of foraging for my fish tank. So I'll have a wee break, get some water, rehydrate, and think about collecting some stuff. Thanks again for watching my channel. I really appreciate all your views and comments. If you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, do me that favour and please think about subscribing to my channel. It really makes a difference to YouTubers and creators to have subscriptions. I'm just an urban girl out having a bit of fun. Bye!